It's Neal Romanek. I'm at Ealing Common, and I've been doing this for a week. I've been a week off of meat. I haven't had meat in a week, and so far nothing dire to report, but I did have my first meat slip dream last night. I actually dreamed I was eating something. It was like beef or something. I had a big bowl of it, a big plate of it, and I was taking it somewhere, maybe to the kitchen, and I started to sneak bits of it, and I was eating all this beef, which is odd. I wouldn't have thought that. But I was making, I made stir fry last night for the family, chicken stir fry, and I just, I just picked through and didn't eat the chicken bits. The rest of the family ate the chicken stir fry, and I just ate the veggie bit. So maybe that was an echo of that in my dream. What do I want to talk about? What occurred to me today was how much energy goes into making a human being. I'd spoken last week when I said that I was going to go off eating meat, or when I was talking to you guys about it, that it always amazes me, and I've heard people say this, how much petrol and water and energy goes into making a cow just so we can eat meat that we don't necessarily need. Maybe we do need it, but we just can't afford that energy now. That's what it boils down to. It would be nice if we could all have cows to eat, but given our present circumstances, we just can't afford it. Can't afford the CO2 in the atmosphere, the methane. I'm using all these British pronunciations. It's really pathetic. Methane, petrol, methane, and gasoline. I'm bilingual now. But we just can't afford it. And I was thinking about how much energy goes into making a human being. It's amazing. All this history and culture and generations and generations of muscle memory, knowledge, and genetic memory, and spiritual energy, if you want to call it that, if you believe in that kind of thing, and all the material stuff that goes into making a human being. Just the resources, the water, the food, the oxygen, the land, the education, the tools that we make and that we use. It's incredible. And it occurred to me today how unsettling it is that all that energy that's gone into making me, all the work that my parents and my grandparents and my great grandparents have put in, and that the civilization has put in, and the country has put in, and nature has put into creating me, and all the energy I put in. I've shown up for things. I try my best. All that stuff has resulted in me hanging out looking at cat videos. I love a good cat video. Nothing wrong with cat videos, but it's is that it? All that energy went into me sitting on my ass and enjoying myself? Is that the point? Is that why I'm here? All that work, it's crazy. Revolutions and people dying and people living and being born, all so that I can hang out and have a good time. And I guess maybe it's responsibility. It's probably like turning 50 is probably what it is. Turning 50 and having a sense that I need to be responsible, that I need to give something back, or that I need to be useful in some way. Earn my keep. And how do I do that? That's the question. How do you give back? How do you contribute? How do you how do you live creatively? I guess that's it. Create. How do you create? And what do you create? You just go up to people on the street and say, "Hi, how can I help? What can I do for you?" Because then you're a crazy person. Or do you kind of go out and get a job and just work hard at it and keep your head down and pay your taxes? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being part of the stable system. It's got a lot of bad press So, you know, nothing wrong with that. Maybe it's just being aware of the fact that I've been given, you know, much has been given us, therefore much is expected of us. And being here on the planet in the 21st century, there's a lot of opportunity to do lots of cool stuff. You know, there's so much cool stuff I could be doing, that we could be doing, rather than retreating into, you know, dopamine hits. There's so much cool stuff that we could be doing. Anyway, over there's a pumpkin someone's left. Halloween was a few weeks ago. Let's go see. Let's go check out this pumpkin. And it really is a pumpkin. It's not just, it's not a jack-o'-lantern, it's a pumpkin, and somebody has kicked it open or broken it or something. All right, so that's that for now. Back for a little walk around Ealing Common. I'm gonna go home. I've got to work on some, finishing up the dialogue cleanup of this graphic novel. We've got a font size issue we have to sort out before we send it to the printers. And then I'm gonna eat some nachos, vegetarian nachos, and watch Stranger Things. See ya, bye.